Just another Monday morning in December. Or was it? No. This Monday morning will be like no other. It'll be a life-changing day. So, we wake up. We wash ourselves. We have breakfast. We get dressed. And off in the car we go. Ready to go to work at 5 a.m. in the morning on a Monday morning. I remember I'm sitting on the passenger side and my wife is driving the car on the way to work. And we're discussing this book. This book is a book that you get with the 30-day challenge of ClickFunnels. And it gives you the scenario. You suddenly lose everything. You have basically 30 days to save yourself. What would you do from day 1 to 30 to save yourself? This scenario was given to 30 millionaires who had used ClickFunnels in their business and built life-changing funnels for themselves. I remember I was reading the section of Trey Llewellyn and his strategy. He said the first thing he'd do is he would sell his vehicle, sell his car, and he would get rid of all his credit cards and phone all his debtors to make payment arrangements. I remember discussing this with my wife. So we get to work, she drops me off, she goes to her work, I go in, and I remember I had just gotten back from my annual leave. I took my annual leave in November to avoid the December rush, right? You know, the kids on school holidays, so the mall's full, the roads are full with traffic, the beaches are full, so I'd taken my annual leave in November to avoid the mad rush in December. So I was excited to get back to work. I was like, yeah, you know, new year coming up, new possibilities and prospects, let's do this. Full of energy, full of fire. So I go in and I unite with my colleagues, and I tell them about my leave and my holiday, and we catch up about what everybody was doing the weekend. Just another normal Monday, 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. in the morning. The bosses come in at 8 a.m., so it was work as usual, right? So I remember though, then came the dreaded call. Listen guys, we need to meet you guys in 1 hour in the boardroom. So remember us frantically, myself and my colleagues, discussing what could it be in the boardroom, what is it all about. Around about this time, they were getting rid of a lot of staff members, right? Because the company was downscaling, and I remember one guy, it was an IT company, and one guy lost his job because he had a password stored on his desktop. And he went on a live webinar with a customer who noticed that he had a password on his desktop, reported him, and he got fired, basically lost his job. A lot of guys were losing their jobs, and so we were a little bit anxious. What could it be? They're calling us to the boardroom. What is it about? Are we going to lose our jobs? What's going to happen? And then we get to the boardroom about an hour and a half later, and the dreaded call comes. Listen guys, your services are no longer required. We're automating everything that you were doing, and unfortunately the company's downscaling and your services are no longer required. I had lost my job. Oh, I remember the feeling in my stomach. It felt like, you know, an empty hole in my stomach. I just gotten married earlier in the year. We had rent to pay, and all these fears and insecurities came up. Oh, what are we going to do now? A huge financial adjustment to be made. So this book suddenly became real for me. You suddenly lose everything. What would you do from day 1 to 30 to save yourself? That it no longer it was no longer a fun scenario. It was reality. What would I do to save myself, to recover myself? Look, I'll be honest with you, I didn't lose everything. My wife was still working, but it was a huge financial adjustment that needed to be made now. And all the burden would fall on her shoulders to support us financially. But I had this book, and I had this scenario. I remember I was applying for jobs, and reply after reply, we regret to inform you, your application is unsuccessful. But you know the worst email replies I got? Those emails that said, your resume is really impressive, but we found a better, more suitable candidate. If my resume was really that impressive, you would have hired me. So those responses were very frustrating for me. And I remember I completed the 30-day challenge. I completed this challenge, but I didn't break through on my entrepreneurial journey. And I think it was because I didn't apply the steps properly. And the secret is not to try and add your own knowledge that you think you have onto already expert knowledge from guys like Russell Brunson, Julie Stoyan, Stephen Larson, guys who know what they're talking about, guys who know the strategy, guys who know what it takes to build a successful funnel. You don't add on to it. You don't do your own thing. You follow instructions very specifically. I didn't do that. And what happened was I finished the course, and after that I didn't succeed, so I went jumping from one course to the next course to the next course. Wasted a lot of money and didn't break through. And you call that shiny object syndrome, where you don't succeed in one thing, you jump to the next thing. I know a lot of you are guilty of that. I definitely was. And eventually got to a point where I couldn't spend any more money on Facebook ads, on trying to make money online. I couldn't spend any more money because I'd wasted so much money. I only had this book to fall back onto. I remember I'd saved all the links to the challenge and all the worksheets, so I had to go back to that and revisit it. This time around though, I was very passionate about it. I was serious about it. I put my head down and I followed instructions, and I did exactly what it took to be successful at this challenge. And I broke through. And I'm now a full-time affiliate marketer, earning a passive income every month online by promoting affiliate products using the correct methods. Now I know a lot of you guys out there, you're struggling to break through. You're doing all kinds of steps. You're posting on Facebook groups, you're posting your links all over the show, and you're struggling. You're not making money. You're producing so much activity, but not income producing activity. So I'd like to challenge you to take the 30-day challenge. Click the link below to see more about what the 30-day challenge is. Take the challenge and see results. Learn from experts, Russell Brunson, Stephen Larson, and Julie Stoyan. They'll teach you everything it takes to build a successful funnel. And remember, it only takes one funnel to change your life. One funnel to go viral, and your life will change forever. Monthly recurring passive income. Now, if you take the challenge through my affiliate link, which I will share, I've got some exclusive bonuses. I'll go into more detail on the next section. But for now, enter your name and your email address below, click submit, and you'll be taken to the next page for more information about how you can do the One Funnel Away challenge. This is Craig Ernstzen. I'm a 36-year-old entrepreneur from Cape Town, South Africa. Thank you for watching my story from despair and adversity to success, to triumph. You can do it too. Ask yourself this question. If you lost your job today, do you have enough financial stability to fall back onto? Are you prepared for your retirement, your future? Do you have enough money to go on vacation with your family? Do you have enough time for your family? Have you got a lot of bills, a lot of stress, a lot of financial obligations? Then you want to take the 30-day challenge. Because if you suddenly lose everything, what would you do from day 1 to 30 to save yourself? You don't have to wait for that dreaded call that I got. You can put steps in place right now. Take the One Funnel Away 30-day challenge. It'll change your life. Click the link below, submit your details, and I'll see you on the next page. Craig Ernstzen signing out. Thank you for watching.